Don't you care how offended you've made me? I cannot believe you would act and say something like that. We have made significant strides throughout history to eliminate such thinking patterns, and for you to choose to stand by this is unacceptable. I'm gonna definitely hit the soy milk hard tonight after witnessing this.
All I said was stop complaining because you're starting to sound like a pissy little girl. And it was a joke. Look, if you're just going to sit and waste space, I'll take care of the rest of this project myself. You can go drink your nut milk and self-gratify your sensitive side on your own time, so it's not wasting mine.
I'm going to take a quick bet that you've dealt with certain stuff that has really gotten under your skin. A certain of whatever it is that you are questioning of why it's even happening to you in some cases, that you don't know how to deal with it, that you want to run away completely from it, drop it, but there's really no way you can. You're just going to have to deal with it just like everyone else has to. Within those instances, you may feel very helpless. You might freak out. You might start screaming. You might start not acting your own self because you don't know what is going on, that it shouldn't be happening to your own self. Complete bizarro type of atmosphere you feel like you're in, and you just feel flat out uncomfortable. Obviously, eventually you're going to have to reconcile with it. You're going to have to solve the issue. You're going to have to move past it. You're going to have to live with it, that it has happened, and figure it out so you can live life beyond it. Maybe it might be a situation where it's so traumatic that you hold on to a certain feeling felt from it that is just hard to shake, that whenever it kind of arises through situations that you feel like you're going to deal with it over again, you kind of feel just the hairs stick up in the back of your neck and kind of stunned at the moment. And you need to realize that it's pointless. It's completely pointless to feel these certain feelings within these certain situations. That it is the exact opposite of the way to deal with them. And it's all because of the avoidance of the big picture, the present moment you are currently in. And no matter what happens at any present moment, at any present time, you as a man should be completely unfazed. If you're new to this channel, welcome to Smooth Men, where the sole priority of this channel is to help you run your life as a man a lot more smoother. So I'm very much a believer in whatever you avoid within life, it's just going to end up chasing you within the end of it. That eventually you're going to have to deal with it face to face and come to terms with it and accept what it is and move past. Because no matter how hard you try, at any present moment, you might have to just deal with it. You are going to get caught up in a situation where you are stuck with it, and you're going to have to full-blown embrace it. Whether it's losing your job, losing a great relationship, having a family member pass, not getting along with certain family members, not getting along with certain friends, losing certain friends, losing your house, losing your apartment, losing your car, and becoming the embodiment of a loser. And that is only if you let it. Because nothing should faze you. No matter what it is, you should deal with it diligently, presently with it, and learn from it to move beyond it. Not letting something faze you is simply not recognizing it as a dilemma within your own life, as in not dwelling on it, not worrying about it, not thinking it's a nuisance within your life, that it shouldn't be there, that it's just an infection that is just making you completely sick and killing you within your life, and you just can't shake it. You just can't understand it. You just want it to go away, and it won't. So you need to get away from it. You end up trying to run away from it. But you cannot run away from present moments. You have to deal with them. So let's go through a little bit of a process that you can adapt within your life that can help you adapt more into a non-phase type of aura to you through situations that you have to deal with. Firstly, you need to recognize how you react to the situation when it happens. It might be a little bit of a scare, but that's just honestly all it's going to be. Because beyond that scaring type of feeling, do you really feel any physical pain? When something happens to you, when you completely understand what it is spelled out to you, and you have to react to it in some type of way, have you ever really thought of not reacting to it at all? As kind of just giving it just a blank stare to it and just instantly trying to figure out the answer beyond it. And getting that answer beyond it, maybe you might feel a little rushy, as in you want to get to that answer as quick as possible so you don't get consumed by the situation, so it embodies you in your fears and just completely leaves you stuck out of the present moment and makes you not act your own self. Again, you shouldn't react in any type of way. Just recognize what it is. And beyond that non-reaction, you need a cool down. You need a sign of relief. You need to start telling your own self that everything is completely fine the way it is, and it's going to remain fine the way it is. You gotta cool your engines down in a lot of instances because you're overheating. The perception you are perceiving is not exact. Whatever you may be dealing with presently could be a lot worse than what it truly is. So whatever it is, it's perfectly fine. From there, you move into the nit and grit of the situation, coming face to face with it, learning the insides and out with it, and accepting it, and embracing it. And this acceptance and embrace of a situation is not to say that you need to be all lovey-dovey with the situation, that you just want to hug it and just recognize it and scream it from the hilltops and have people look at it and just how beautiful it is and just shine it like the brightest shining star. Not exactly that. You just need to realize and recognize what it stands for, the purpose of it at this present moment, and accept it and embrace it as it is. And just do not care about any type of other aspect towards it. It is just what it is, either which way, and you should care less anything beyond that. Because from that, it's time to make some decisions. Decisions on actions that need to be taken place to help you solve the situation. And some decisions are a lot prettier than others. There might be a certain creeping upness of uncomfortable feelings within you when going about having to make certain decisions. But that's just perfectly fine, because if it's down to it, the only thing that is needed to have happened, that's just how it is, and you should feel completely grateful for it. And hold your tongue from fucking complaining. Be grateful for any decision you may happen to take to move you out of a certain situation, because it's all you have at that present moment. It doesn't matter if someone's made a different decision than you have in the same type of situation and has had better results beyond it. They're not you. They're not in your present moment, and it's not going to be the same effect felt by either which way. Because once a certain situation is figured out by your own self, implemented and solved and moved past it, you need to feel grace from it. Because you've figured out a way that you can implement into your future present moments so you may avoid another conundrum. And even if it wasn't perfect, you can still keep learning. You can still recognize how other people have overcome the same type of situation and have done it more flawless than you, and you can add it onto your own decision making to make your approach even more flawless. Again, be grateful, because you are beyond it. And doing all that is the surefire way for a man to be unfazed with dealing with present moments in his life that are just kind of very uncomfortable with dealing with. And I would say that this shows the essence of the true stance of a man when he remains unfazed. I bet you your own self can recognize this as well. Take two men that are dealing with a situation that are very similar. One man is constantly complaining throughout the whole process of solving said situation and even beyond it, and just holds on to it. And you can kind of recognize that that guy is just kind of not living a good life in a lot of aspects. That just doesn't feel like that guy is just enjoying whatever is going on and just cannot let go of what has happened before. Then you see another man dealing with a situation and there's no reaction to it. The issue is solved. It's moved past as if it has not even happened. That when even asked about the situation to that certain man, he can recognize exactly what has happened, but he can also recognize exactly of how he got out of it. Just another day in the life of dealing with whatever goes on and just solving it so I don't have to deal with it once again. No use in wasting my breath because I have a life to live. Because no matter how you feel it, you're a man and you're going to deal with anything that goes on. Anything can be thrown at you at any time. You have to really keep that in mind. Anything could happen to you. And it's just because you are a guy. That's not trying to be biased against anything, but it really is the truth. And it should not faze you one bit. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, comment below, share the video, like the video. Thank you. You guys are going to have a great day.